Hello, just bring you back. I'm just doing a bit more in the garage. Managed to get some more spare material, scrap wood from work. There's almost enough to do the back end of the garage. Oh, so this is what I've managed to salvage at work. This is just old packing cases that have been chopped up. A lot of it's like 8x4 sheets, but most of them are cracked and split. But these, which are 4 foot tall and about 14 inches wide, something like that. Anyway, I managed to grab 10 of them, and I've also got some scrap boards to make my there's my ledgers, there's my transoms, and that's my boards. So yeah, unfortunately I never put a middle rail in this end of the garage when I built it. All the other walls have got a central rail, so you've got like 4x4 squares. For some reason I didn't do it on the back wall. I've just got frame, 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 frame. So I must have run out of wood or something, and I didn't put one in there, and I didn't put one across, or maybe I was going to put another door in or something. Anyway, so because I've put in diagonal braces, I've had to splice the board supports. So basically they're gonna go like that. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna do just finish one side completely, then I can paint it and put the cupboard back and mount all my charging stuff on the wall, and then just do whatever of this I've got enough for, and then find more wood which I'll have to cut to size, or whether I'm going to do use all the wood I've got and get to a certain height. I think I'm leaning towards just finish this side, paint it, put all this back. And the other thing is, because I've used 9-inch wide boards, that's the centre line, I'm not going to have to cut both boards. I can actually just attach these, and then I've got about 2 inches, and I'll only have to cut this side, which is, I've just made that decision. Otherwise I've got to cut both sides to make it meet in the middle. There's lots of sticky out nails and that, but that's alright. I shall just bash them out, bash them through, and right, I'll be back when I've actually attached some wood. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to make so much mess just cutting 3 boards. Mind you, a lot of this stuff's out because I had to empty the cosh cupboard. And the bonus of not working every day, only doing 1, 2 or 3 days a week, is that I can figure out what bits of stuff I need, wood, scrap wise, and then when I get to work I can see if there's any in there that suits it. So far I've been successful. And here's a stupid little story for you for no reason at all. Once a week I cut my hair and my face, beard, with clippers. And I just use the clippers with no guard on, so it's 0.5 millimeter or whatever it's called. It's just the blades. So last week I decided my blades were getting a bit dull. It's not something you can really sharpen yourself, I don't think. But anyway, for about £9 you can get a new set of blades delivered from Weil Direct in UK, or their UK subsidiary. So I ordered some new blades. I'd left my hair and beard for 2 weeks, so it was quite unruly. Now my hair is made out of steel wire. It is really, really hard to cut. So to cut, or to clipper, a long story short, I got fed up with waiting for my blades and thought I'd just have one last go with the old blades and do my hair, which was about, I don't know, ½ an inch long of steel braided wire. And I got about a quarter of the way in, and it was struggling so much that the little prong inside the clippers, which is only made of plastic, snapped, and the clippers completely packed up. And I had stripes all over my head, and it was just like bits here, bits there, and long hair, short hair. So that was interesting. I thought, how am I going to get out of this? Tracy said, I'll just leave it till the new blades come. Well, by that time, no, shortly after, I ordered a complete new clipper set from Weil, which was, you know, it turned up in a couple of days. Really good. So then I was stuck with this weird stripy head, which doesn't really bother me because everybody knows I'm strange and I've never been a conformist, but even that was too bad for me. So I then proceeded to spend the next hour in the bathroom, and I got through a whole pack of, I think there's 12 in a pack of razor blades with 2 blades in. I don't use razor blades ever. I never clean shave. And I used up 12 complete brand new razors, shaving my head just a little bit at a time. And I eventually got it all off, proper Kojak. Unfortunately, because I haven't shaved for about 30 years with a razor blade, it looked like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There was blood everywhere. I'd cut myself to pieces. I even managed to cut my thumb in the process. So there you go. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. It's just something mad that I've done. Anyway, the new clipper set turned up this morning. It was about £35 for the complete set, and it's a much nicer set than I had before, and I can get the spare blades for them from Weil UK. So good stuff. Anyway, back to the garage. I don't know. I have no idea why I'm telling you this. Well, that's the first half done. Quite pleased with that. I mean, it's only scruffy old wood. I'm going to give it a coat of paint. It's just my tatty old recycled shed garage. I even managed to recycle all the nails. I was going to screw this in, but I've only got some ridiculously stupid screws. And anyway, so yeah, I've recycled all the nails and nailed it on. And where I didn't have enough nails, I'm using just some panel pins. It's none of it's structural. It's all just to make me happy that I'm not looking at that now. And I've been, as I go, I've been spraying each panel with that because they have been outdoors and got wet. So this is pretty good stuff. If you've got a 100-year-old house like I have, this stuff's brilliant. And yeah, I'm not worried about the gap at the top because what I do is anytime I get anything with some polystyrene, I just glue them into the corners. I put all this up here because there was a load of cables I'd put in, but it also works as a bit of a, I mean, it's a mash-up, but each time I get some, I'll just go round, eventually do the whole thing. Like I say, I'm not going to go out and buy in coving because this is all recycled stuff. It's stuff that was due to go in the skip, even this really nice wood here. Right, I can't remember where I got to, but anyway, that side's up. What I've done is decided to get some paint on this so that I can put all of this stuff back away because I need to get the bike in. So I've just given it a coat of whatever that is. This slightly darker grey than the other grey that I mixed, which was lots of different colours I chucked together, which made that grey. This one's a tiny bit darker, so I've had to be careful in the corners, like I've got to be careful in the corners in here. But anyway, so I'm going to leave that a while, give it another coat, and then put everything back as it would be. I'll carry on with this tomorrow. This back wall now has, we've got 1.5 inch gap now there, so that's a nice insulation, just air. We've got the 2 inches of boiler lagging, and then you've got the 3/4 inch cladding on the outside with the heavy duty roof felt before it. So this wall is going to be 5 inches thick. These walls are 6 inches thick, This wall is 4 or 5 inches thick, as is that one. It was just about insulation and sound deadening, really. And eventually I'm going to stick another layer on the roof. I'm going to reboard over the top and then stick another layer of felt and bitumen. Probably put a thin layer of something like that between the 2 layers to insulate the roof. And then inside I am going to figure out something to do with all this mess that's the ceiling, but I'll figure that. So anyway, I'll get this lot done, get everything put away, and then I'll come back tomorrow and carry on with this video. Right, that side's done for now. I've put everything away. My scrap wood's in there at the moment. I'm probably going to use most of that tomorrow. I need to properly sort out these electrics. I need to bring a proper cable in here, fit a proper fuse box with breakers and have all the separate circuits on it. So 12, 13 years later, 13? Yeah, 07. So I rewrote in the concrete when I built the place. So yeah, 13 years later, I think it's going to be the next job when I've finished this is going to be to have some proper electrics. But anyway, tomorrow I shall do that end. I'm actually looking at this spare piece of ply I've got. It would actually fit in half of this, which will give me enough ply. It's slightly thicker ply than this, but if I put it at the bottom once it's painted, so I'm probably going to use that. They'll all get used. I've got all my scrap in here because I think I might put a little shelf in here for something. This electrical box I've got, I never know where to put it. I don't use it often, but it just hasn't got a place, so I'll probably just put a shelf in there and slide it in sideways. I'm just going to turn the choke off on the bike. Yeah, so I got that to finish. Probably a shelf to put in. These stands I think are going to have to go here now on the wall, because I think with the extra width, that's 2 inches more, I'm not sure if these are actually even going to fit in here like they were. But if I put a shelf in here, I'm going to want to put stuff on the shelf anyway, so I'll probably just have these two hung up here, which is out of the way. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Right, well, I decided to finish it there. We can do a part 2 tomorrow. Yeah, so that's all that. I did put the plugs in the Bandit. So that's about it for this one. I'm going to go in and try out the new clippers on my face, on my head, and hopefully it won't look like a horror movie. So I'll catch you in the next one, which will be whatever happens tomorrow and maybe the next day. It's Friday today. I think it's the 1st of Friday, the 1st of May today. So I'll see you later. Peace and love. I've been Springy. Thanks for watching. Take care.